you've done quite a bit of work with Chief Justice Willy Mutunga, with Chief Justice Maraga, and leading the transformation that we are hoping to see in the judiciary. Please do tell us a bit about that.
Okay. I joined the Court of Appeal in December 2012. And in January of 2013, the Chief Justice then, Dr. Willy Mutunga, appointed me as the inaugural chairman of a committee that was known as Performance Management and Measurement Steering Committee.
Right.
It was a new committee that was started in the judiciary to introduce performance management and measurement to improve standards of performance and general efficiency in our output, the judges, magistrates, judicial officers, and the entire institution.
Right.
And this, to me, was a God-given opportunity to work with other like-minded judges and judicial officers to bring some change to the institution, things that I know a number of us in the judiciary were very passionate about.
Right.
Just how we treat litigants, advocates, about our efficiency, about our work discipline, general ethics, you know, in the dispensation of justice. And then my committee you know, began to formulate standards of work through engagement with the magistrates, judges, members of the public, practitioners, to set standards of performance. When courts would start, how many matters a judge or magistrate would do per day. And this was not something that we were imposing on them. We would engage them and ask them, Honorable so-and-so, if you start court at 9 o'clock, by lunchtime, how many civil applications do you think you can handle?
Right.
How many criminal applications are you able to handle? How many judgments are you able to deliver in a week, in a month, and so on? And we began to formulate those standards.
Right.
So those performance contracts would, judges would commit themselves to targets of performance.
Right.
And generally, it improved the efficiency of the judiciary so much.
Right.
I was in that committee for about 5 years. And the work, or rather the standards that we began then, and you know, other committees have continued to improve on what we started then.
Oh, wow.
I would say we set the judiciary on a success trajectory insofar as performance is concerned. Our case backlog came down from about 1 million to about 400,000 or so within a matter of 3-4 years. Just because we were able to police ourselves and work ethically and with minimal supervision.
Right.
The registries became more efficient. Everyone in the judiciary became accountable.
Right. I love what you say, Judge, because you really are speaking to values: discipline, efficiency, commitment to work, accountability. And Kenya right now is in a moment in history when the young people have come together to demand accountability from and transparency from government. What does it take to apply ethics and apply value-based leadership in public service in the judiciary? What does it take to actually stand firm on these values that are actually necessary for our progress as a country moving forward?
I'll speak both, you know, from my personal perspective and generally.
Yes.
For myself, I say it starts with the fidelity to the law, the fear of God.
Yes.
But generally speaking, I would like to say that Kenya, as you say, is in the state we see now, because as public servants, we do not take seriously the oath of office that we ascribe to. And even those who do not ascribe to the oath of office,
Right.
the value of integrity in our nation has gone to the dogs. The massive corruption that we see in the country, the love of money, a lack of standards, people who have no patriotism, lack of discipline. These are things that have brought the country to the level it is today. And it cuts across all institutions, the executive, the judiciary, the legislature, the private sector. The society generally is rotten. You know, the Constitution, if we read, for example, Article 10, the values of accountability, integrity, patriotism, public participation, and so on, very good principles that are highly obeyed. The young people in this country are members of the public, are asking for integrity, are asking for accountability, are asking for transparency in everything that we do. And speaking about the judiciary, it is the same values that wananchi are asking of us judges and magistrates to espouse. Integrity, transparency in the way we do things, accountability. And that is the greatest challenge for all of us as a people, even those of you who are not in the judiciary, in the public arena, in the private sector. You go to even private institutions, private hospitals, and you find, you know, all these things are cutting across.
The responsibility is all ours, right?
Absolutely.